From Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, this is Kurt Berglund with Payoff Pitch Dream Season Baseball. Tonight, a visit to the American League, where we find not 2, not 4, not 6, but 7 teams knotted in third place at 2-2 after 4 games of this 18-game mini-season. Well, 2 of those teams knotted at 2-2 are ready to play Game 5 of their season this evening, and they are the 1964 New York Yankees, losers of the 1964 World Series, and to the St. Louis Cardinals, and they will be going up against the 1977 Boston Red Sox, who finished tied for second in the American League Eastern Division. These are 2 excellent ball clubs, and unlike ESPN that constantly shows Yankee-Red Sox games, these teams are interesting. So, let's go through the orders and the lineups and talk about the pitching matchups and get this thing rolling. For the visiting New York Yankees, starting in left field, batting first, Tom Tresh. Batting second at first base, Joe Pepitone. Batting third in right field, Roger Maris. Batting fourth in center field, Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth and doing the catching, Elston Howard. Batting sixth, the DH, Hector Lopez. Batting seventh at shortstop, Tony Kubek. Batting eighth at third base, Clete Boyer. And batting ninth and playing second base, Bobby Richardson. In Game 5 of their season, on the mound for the second time, it is Hall of Famer Whitey Ford. Whitey in 1964 was 17-6 with a 2.13 earned run average in 36 starts, 12 complete games, and 244 innings pitched. Well, they will be opposed by an excellent baseball team from Boston. The Red Sox, maybe you've heard of them. Leading off at shortstop, Rick Burleson. Batting second in right field, Dwight Evans. Batting third, the DH, Jim Rice. Batting fourth in left field, Carl Yastrzemski. Batting fifth and doing the catching, Carlton Fisk. Batting sixth and playing center field, Fred Lynn. Batting seventh and playing first base, George the Boomer Scott. Batting eighth and playing third base, Butch Hobson. And batting ninth, the right-handed hitting half of the second base platoon, at least for me, it's Steve Dillard. On the mound for the Boston Red Sox, it's Louis Tiant, 12-8 with a 453 earned run average, 32 starts in 1977, 188 innings pitched, 3 complete games. He is ready to go. So, are we? So let's get this thing started. Louis Tiant's on the mound finishing his warm-up tosses, and Tom Tresh is ready to lead this thing off. He hit .246 against right-handers on the 64 season. And I'm dropping dice left and right. Just left and right, people. All right, let's give this another try. Pitch to Tresh. Hey, struck him out, and there's 1 gone in the first inning. We are underway in Boston. Yankees took Game 1 of the series in extra innings yesterday, and so the Red Sox want to get even today and sneak ahead of them in the standings. Joe Pepitone hit .241 against righties in 1964. He grounds this one to short. It's Rick Burleson throwing to George Scott for 2 down. And Roger Maris, 300 against right-handers on the season. He strikes him out. Louis strikes out 2 of the 3 he faces in the top of the first. We got a half inning in the books, no score in Boston. Coming up for the Red Sox against the legend, Whitey Ford, it's Burleson, Evans, and Rice. A trio of right-handers. Burleson, 353 against lefties. Hit in the air to center. Mickey Mantle is pounding his glove and making the catch. 1 gone in the first. Dwight Evans, only 238 against lefties. And Evans lines it to Richardson, who makes a nice play. 2 down. And Jim Rice, 361 against lefties on the season. Pitch to Jim is stroked to right center, and that's going to split Maris and Mantle. Rice will get himself a triple in right center, and with 2 outs, the Red Sox have a man 90 feet away from the pay station, and Carl Yastrzemski coming up. 268 against lefties, 298 on base, 409 slugging, but I didn't have the heart to take him out of the cleanup spot. So it is what it is. My own foibles. And this one is popped up. Bobby Richardson calling, and Ford will get out of the mess. The Red Sox do not score in the first. We are scoreless as we go to the second, 0-0. It is Mantle, Howard, and Lopez due up for the American League champs. Mickey, 241 against righties. He struck him out. Tiant's got 3 already. Howard, 298 with a 337 on base average against righties. Grounded to second. That's Dillard, who's going to flip to Scott, and there's 2 down. Hector Lopez comes up, 247 on the season against righties. It's a hanger. Shot at shortstop. Burleson backhands from the hole. He throws out Lopez. We've played 1.5, and we've got no score in Boston. For the Red Sox, coming up in the second, it's Fisk, Lynn, and Scott against Ford. Carlton, 276 against lefties. Hit in the air to center. Mantle's got room, close to the triangle, but not in it, and he'll make the catch for 1 down in the second. Freddie Lynn usually hits second for this team, 240 against lefties, so not tonight. Strikes him out. Ford's first strikeout on the evening. There's 2 gone in the second. And the boomer, George Scott, first Brewers hero coming up. 362 against lefties. The pitch to the boomer is hit in the air to center. Mickey Mantle's going to come in a few steps on this one and make the play. We've played 2, and we are scoreless in Boston. In the third, we'll have the bottom third of the Yankee order. Kubek, Boyer, and Richardson try and score off Tiant, who has faced 6 men and retired them all so far. Tony is a 228 hitter against righties. This is a hanger and driven towards the pesky pole. Evans to the wall, and it is gone. A solo shot for Yankee shortstop Tony Kubek, and the Yanks lead 1-0. First hit of the game. Tony had 8 homers on the season. in about half the games. Boyer, 204 against righties. This is driven to center, a base hit. He's on, and Richardson comes up. And Bobby is 279 against righties. The pitch from Tiant is grounded to third. That is Hobson to Dillard for 1, to Scott for 2. A soul-crushing, rally-killing double play turned by the Red Sox. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up Tom Tresh, who struck out in the first. Grounded to short, this is Burleson in a step and throws across to Scott for the out. But on a solo homer by shortstop Tony Kubek, the Yankees take a 1-0 lead here in the third. We go to the bottom of the third. It'll be Hobson, Dillard, and then back to the top of the order with Burleson to face Whitey Ford. Hobson, 268 against lefties. Day struck him out, 1 man gone in the third. Dillard, 260 against lefties. Ford's pitch, hit in the air to left toward the monster. Tresh has room and will make the play. 2 gone. And now Burleson. And Rick draws a walk, as leadoff men are supposed to do. So with 2 outs, he's aboard for Evans, who is 0 for 1 on the day. Evans represents the lead run in the game if he can get something to hit. They struck him out. He didn't get anything to hit. That will retire the side. We've played 3. It's Yankees 1, Red Sox nothing. And to face Tiant in the top of the fourth, it's Pepitone, Maris, and Mantle. Joe is 0 for 1 on the evening. And this one's grounded to Butch Hobson, who gloves it and throws to George Scott and then rearranges the bone chips in his right elbow. 1 gone in the Yankee fourth. Roger Maris is 0 for 1 and a strikeout on the day. And this is drilled to right field, down the line past Scott. It's going to... Oh, no, I'm wrong. I take it all back. It's not. It is a rare play. We've got a rare play, and he's got an infield hit that bounces off of Tiant towards Hobson, and Butch cannot make the play. So we're going to check for injury on Tiant. They're going to check and see if he's okay. So let's take care of that piece of business. And he's got to come out. So that's going to be it for Tiant. He's got to come out for the remainder of the game. Which is a blow to the Red Sox because the bullpen is not their specialty. So let's see where they're going to go here. Rick Wise is going to get the nod. Rick pitched in both the starting role and a relief role in the 1977 season. He was 11-5 with a 477 earned run average, 20 starts, 6 relief appearances, 4 complete games, and 128 innings pitched. So he comes on to face Mantle with Maris at first base and one man out. In the top of the fourth, it's Yankees 1, Red Sox nothing. The pitch to the Mick. And he walked him. So 2 on with 1 out. And Elston Howard, who is a double play target if Wise can get him to hit it on the ground. Elston is 0 for 1 on the day. And this is grounded to Scott at first. He whirls and throws to Burleson at short, covering second. And the return throw to Wise is in time. They turn a double play on Howard and get out of the mess. Wise does the job in the fourth, and now the meat of the order for the Red Sox is coming up to face Whitey Ford. That'll be Rice, Yaz, and Fisk in the bottom of the fourth. Rice is 1 for 1 with a triple. He did not score in the first. This one is a liner base hit to left in front of Tresh, and he's on with a single. That'll bring up Yaz. 0 for 1 on the day. Ford to the belt, checks Rice at first. The pitch to Yaz. Is grounded to first. That's Pepitone. He gloves it. He throws to Kubek for 1. Back to Ford for a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play. And it will bring Fisk up with 2 out and nobody on in the fourth. The pitch from Ford is a base hit to right. Fisk goes the other way, and he's on with 2 outs. Lynn comes to the plate. They're looking for a long one. Pitch to Fred. To right. To the track. Maris will make the catch with a few feet to spare, and that will retire the Red Sox in the fourth. We go to the fifth. 1-0 Yankees in Boston. Rick Wise coming back out, and he'll face Lopez, Kubek, and Boyer in the Yankee fifth. These teams are 2-2, tied for third place with 5 other teams in the early going. 14 games to go 14 games to go right now. 13 after tonight. The pitch to Lopez is hit to left, but not deep. This will be taken by Yastrzemski, and that is 1 man out in the fifth. Tony Kubek, who has driven in the only run with a homer in this game, is 1 for 1. Pitch to Tony. Grounded to second, taken by Dillard. He throws to Scott, and there's 2 men out. And now, Clete Boyer. Boyer, 1 for 1 on the day. Wise, the wind, and the pitch. Boyer singles to right. He's 2 for 2, which will get Richardson to the plate with 2 outs. Wise now from the stretch. Pitch home to Richardson. Bobby's 0 for 1 on the day. And this one's grounded to Dillard. He's going to go the short way to Burleson and retire Boyer for the 3rd out of the inning. We are halfway home. 1-0 Yankees. And in the bottom of the 5th, we're looking at Scott, Hobson, and Dillard coming to the plate to represent the Beantowners. George is 0 for 1. Hit on the ground to second and through into right field. It's past Richardson, and Scott is aboard with a base hit. Hobson comes to the plate. Zimmer may want him to bunt. We'll see what they decide to do with Butch. He's got big-time power. Pitch from Ford. Hobson's not bunting, and he strokes a base hit. That will send the boomer to third on the single to right, and Maris's throw comes into second. There's men at the corners with nobody out, and Dillard coming up. Dilly is 0 for 1 on the day. Yankee infield at double play depth. Ford to the belt, checks the runners. That's Scott at third, Hobson at first. The pitch home to Dillard is hit in the air to right. Maris under it, and Scott will hold. So now there's one man out, runners still at the corners, and Burleson at the plate. Rick is 0 for 1 with a walk. Ford to the belt, the pitch home. Day strikes him out. Got what he needed. Yankee infield moves back a step now for Evans. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Big chance for Boston. May go by the boards. Dwight is 0 for 2. Pitch from Ford. Day struck him out and gets out of the jam. Wow. First and third with nobody out, and they do not score. Ford gets out of it. We go to the 6th. 1-0 Yankees. It's the top of the Yankee order now to face Wise, Tresh, Pepitone, and Maris. Tommy's 0 for 2. Pitch from Wise. He walks him. That's going to bring up Pepitone. And how are they going to play this? Yankees would love an insurance run. Joe is 0 for 2. Pitch to him. He's not bunting. And he grounds it to third. That is gloved by Hobson, who goes to Dillard for 1, and a hard slide by Tresh takes him out of the play. So Pepitone beats the Rap at first. There's one man out for Maris and a man on first. That's Joe Pepitone. Maris is 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Wise to the belt. The pitch home to Roger. Hit high to right. Evans, not deep. And he will make the catch and get the ball back in as Pepitone retreats to first for Mantle with 2 outs. Mickey walked and whiffed today. Wise to the belt. Pitch home to Mickey. Hit in the air and deep to right field, but it gets deep out there. Evans has room on the track, and he will haul it in. And that ruins a Yankee chance in the 6th. We played 5.5. It's still 1-0 Yankees in this tie game. In this game between these tied opponents at 2-2 on the mini season. For the Red Sox in the 6th, it's Rice, Yaz, and Fisk. Jim is 2 for 2 with a triple. Gotta re-roll. Rice to left and deep. It's toward the monster, and it's over the monster. Jim has left the building, so has Elvis, and we are tied at 1 to the delight of the Beantowners. 1-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Ford surrenders his first run, his first home run. And Rice is working on a 3 for 3 day. Yaz is 0 for 2. He stands in there now. Whitey strikes him out. 1 man gone in the bottom of the 6th. Fisk. We went into extra innings yesterday with these two. Fisk is 1 for 2. The pitch from Ford. Hitting the air to left, but not deep enough. Tresh on the track in front of the wall and will make the catch. 2 gone. And now Lynn 0 for 2 with a strikeout on the day. Ford hangs it. Lynn swings. And it's deep toward the pesky pole and almost right where Kubek hit it. Lynn takes Ford out of here. It's 2-1 Red Sox. Now there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Is Ford tiring or is he just making mistakes? Scott is 1 for 2 standing in there with a big old boomstick. He lines a base hit to left that lands in front of Tresh. 2 for 3 for the boomer, and now it's Hobson. Yankee bullpen getting going. They know this is a big series. They know this is a big game. Hal Reniff is warming up in the bullpen for New York. Butch Hobson, 1 for 2 with a strikeout on the day. Scott is at first. 2 runs are in. The Red Sox lead 2-1. Pitch to Butch. We have a rare play. And Whitey is calling out the trainer. He's got to come out of the game. So he's stretching out his arm, and it looks like they're going to pull him. So Reniff had started to warm up. They're just going to bring him in. And he will face Hobson. Ford is done for the day. We'll give you his numbers. 5 2/3 innings pitched. 8 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts for Whitey on the day. Reniff comes on. Hal, 6 and 4 in 1964 with a 3.12 earned run average, 41 games, all in relief, and 69 innings pitched. He is a right-hander. Scott is at first. Hobson is still in there. 1 for 2 for Butch. The pitch from Reniff is grounded to Pepitone, who's going to take it to first himself and retire the Red Sox in the 6th. But they scored 2 runs on 3 hits and leave 1. After 6 complete, the Red Sox have bolted out in front 2-1. This is like yesterday's game was. Very close, very competitive the whole way. And in fact, that went into extra innings. We're in the 7th. Wise is not coming back out. So it's going to be Bob Stanley coming on in the 7th to take over for Wise in middle relief. Bob Stanley, well, let's give you Wise's numbers first. Rick Wise went 2 2/3 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, no strikeouts, no runs, no home runs, and did a fine job of holding the fort. Bob Stanley, 8 and 7 on the 1977 season, 3.99 earned run average, 41 games, 13 starts, and 151 innings pitched. That is a bunch of work. He is on, and Howard, Lopez, and Kubek will be his opposition in this inning. Elston is 0 for 2, and he rolled into a double play earlier in the game. This one is a base hit up the middle for Howard. He is on, and that's the tying run. Hector Lopez comes to bat, not an accomplished bunter. In fact, you could argue Hector Lopez isn't much of an accomplished anything, but he's in there as the DH today. 0 for 2 for Hector. The pitch to him, not bunting. Grounded to third, that's Hobson. To Dillard for 1, to Scott for 2, And the Red Sox turn another rally-killing, soul-crushing double play. That's their third on the day. With 2 outs and nobody on, it's Tony Kubek who has supplied the power for New York today with a solo homer in the third. Pitch to him from Stanley. Grounded to short. That's Burleson. He throws to Scott, and that retires Kubek. We are ready to stretch him out. Bottom of the 7th coming. Boston 2, New York 1. And with Reniff coming back out there, it's Dillard, Burleson, and Evans, unless there are changes. Dillard will bat to lead off the inning. He's 0 for 2 in the game. Steve is 195 against righties. Grounded to short, Kubek to Pepitone, and there's one man gone. Burleson. Rick will 0 for 2 with a walk and a whiff on the day. Pitch to Rick. They struck him out. First strikeout for Reniff, second for Burleson on the day. And Evans comes up. Dwight is 0 for 3 with a pair of Ks. He hit .305 against righties in an injury-plagued season in 1977. Hit in the air to right. Maris is under it and will take it for out number 3. We've played 7. Boston 2, New York 1, and for the Yankees, it'll be Boyer, Richardson, and the top of the order with Tresh in the 8th. Cleat is 2 for 2. And this will be hit to Hobson. And let's see if Butch can make this play. Unbelievably, he does, and throws to Scott for the out. One gone in the 8th, and it's Richardson, who is 0 for 2. Yankees don't have much of a bench in 64. Otherwise, believe me, I'd be looking at it. Bobby's 0 for 2. The pitch from Stanley is a rare play. Line drive, base hit off Stanley's elbow. Now they're going to check him out for an injury. See if he's all right. And he's not all right. He's got to come out for the rest of the game also. So we're going to have a new Red Sox pitcher, and that in 1977, late in the game, was only one person, Bill Campbell. First, let's finish up Stanley for you. An inning and 1/3, 2 hits, no walks, no strikeouts, no runs, although Richardson is his responsibility. Bill Campbell is the closer for the 77 Red Sox, and he pitched an awful lot. 13-9 record with a .296 earned run average and an All-Star game appearance. 69 games, but 140 innings, all in relief, and 31 saves. Yeah, so he's in for a 5-out save if he can get it. Richardson's at first. Tommy Tresh is at the plate. Tom is 0 for 2 with a walk and a whiff. Pitch to him is trouble. It's a hanger. And it's deep to center, and Lynn to the wall. It's gone. Tresh with a 2-run bomb. He has left the building, so has Elvis. And it is 3-2 Yankees in the top of the 8th. Not the way Campbell wanted to get started. Pepitone's 0 for 3. Hitting the air to center, but not too deep. Lynn toward left center a little bit, and that's 2 down. And now Maris. Roger, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Hits it in the air to left. Yaz toward the line and makes the catch. That retires the Yankees in the 8th, but they score 2 on 2 hits, which is enough to take the lead in this big game. Yankees 3, Red Sox 2. New Yankee pitcher coming. It's Rice, Yaz, and Fisk in the 8th for Boston. And Stan Williams is on for the Yankees. Stan Williams, 21 games, 10 starts, 1 complete game, 82 innings, a 1-5 record with a .384 earned run average. Gets Rice, Yaz, and Fisk in the Red Sox 8th. Pitch to Jim. Yay, strikes him out. That's the first time they've retired Rice today. That brings up Yaz, who's working on 0 for 3 day. Yaz, Williams hangs a breaking ball. Yaz hits it to right. Richardson cuts it off, whirls and throws to Pepitone for the out. 2 gone in the 8th. And now Fisk, who's 1 for 3. Pitch to Carlton. A base hit to right. Fisk goes the other way and gets himself his second hit of the ball game. Maris retrieves it and throws it back in. It is 2 outs and a man on for Lynn, who homered in the 6th to put the Red Sox in front. 1 for 3 for Freddie on the day. Williams to the belt. The pitch. Day strikes him out. Williams gets a pair of strikeouts, and that will retire the Red Sox in the 8th. We go to the 9th. 3-2 Yankees. Campbell coming back out to face Mantle, Howard, and Hector Lopez. In the 9th. He's got to hold him here and hope they can get a run or 2. Mickey is 0 for 2 with a walk and a whiff. Campbell's pitch. Lifted high to right, but Evans is there, and that's 1 gone. Howard is 1 for 3. Elston strikes out swinging on a Campbell Scroogey. That is 2 gone. And Lopez, who's also 0 for 3. Campbell's pitch. In the air to left. Yaz coming in a few steps and will make the play for out number 3 in the 9th. So Campbell's 9th goes perfection, and we're going to get a new pitcher for the Yankees in the 9th. Going to be Bill Stafford, a right-hander coming on. Bill, 31 games, 1 start, 4 saves, 5-0 record, .267 earned run average in 60 innings. He is on to close. He will face Scott, Hobson and Dillard, unless there are changes in the lineup. George is 2 for 3. Stafford the wind, the pitch. Grounded to short. Tony Kubek from the hole, but with time because Scott's running, he's gone. Hobson, 1 out, nobody on. 1 for 3 on his day. Butch, the Stafford wind, and the pitch. Hit in the air to center. Mantle is almost right in his tracks. Played perfectly, and that retires Hobson. With 2 outs in the ninth, we're going to have a pinch hitter for the second baseman, Dillard. It's going to be Bernie Carbo as the last chance for Boston. Carbo, 306. Average against righties with a 415 on base average and a 549 slugging average. If he gets his pitch, look out. Stafford the wind, the pitch to Carbo. He goes to left, and that's a single landing in front of Tresh. He's aboard, and there's going to be a pinch runner. It's going to be Rick Miller running for Carbo. And now Burleson will be up. Rick, 0 for 3, a pair of strikeouts and a walk on the day. He's the last chance for the Red Sox. Stafford to the belt, checks Miller at first. Pitch home to Rick. Hit in the air to left. Tresh back toward the monster. He's got it, and the Yankees come away with a 3-2 win. Another tense, tight ball game, but another victory for the 64 Yankees as the Red Sox failed to score in the ninth. All right, let's give you the particulars. Excuse me. All right, for the victorious 1964 New York Yankees, they scored 3 runs on 8 hits, and they committed no errors. For the vanquished 1977 Red Sox, 2 runs on 10 hits, and they committed no errors. Winning pitchers Reniff, losing pitcher Campbell. Save goes to Stafford, it's his first. And the Yankees now move into 3rd place. The Red Sox drop into 4th place in the American League standings. Both are tied. They've got company in the standings with them. That concludes our game for today. The 64 Yankees 3, the 77 Red Sox 2. Tomorrow, I have an interesting game between the 1964 San Francisco Giants at the 1964 Philadelphia Phillies, which would be interesting in and of itself. However, the opposing pitchers make it even more interesting because Juan Marichal will be on the mound for the Giants and Jim Bunning will be on the mound for the 64 Phillies. Should be a great, great ball game. Looking forward to that. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you click like and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with Payoff Pitch Dream Season Baseball. My name is Kurt Berglund. Have a great night. So long, everybody.